Hey there, let's do a little bit of domination on Lens and Dam. I haven't had a video before with this map, and I'm trying not to repeat the maps with the same match type. So the reason I wanted to post this, because this was like one of those matches that were just a ton of fun. Even though I have to say we lost this match, I didn't want to necessarily blow it up for you, but it's really fun to watch because I had a team with me that, I don't know, they were all pretty new guys or new to Battlefield or just didn't have good guns or just were not good at the game or whatever. I basically felt like I was kind of playing this match on my own here, and I desperately tried to make us win. But it's just most of the time I felt like I was like doing this. I was like totally alone in this fight. Because when you like look here soon, you can see that the enemy has all three flags, for a while, nothing happens. And, I run and get a flag, and as soon as I turn around, they get the flag back. And our enemy team was extremely aggressive. So I'm trying to play careful as well as playing aggressive at the same time, which is kind of silly. That's not really possible. But I tried to, I was so wanted to go for the win here, because I saw that my team needed help, and I'm not really the best player here, but I felt like I could do something and help them out because I felt really confident here with that my favorite gun, the SG553. I love this gun still. And I was just trying to see if I could somehow flank them and take them out because they were just taking my team down. I mean, as you can see, left and right, and it just don't know, I didn't know what to do really here besides just take one flag at a time and hope that rely on my claymores. And I did have some success with the claymores. During this fight, I got quite a few claymore kills. What you also see in this match, which is so actually typical, but you probably missed it, was at the beginning, that there's a real issue with the rendering of stairs in this game. I mean, stairs are probably not the only thing, but it's most obvious on the stairs. So when you start a new match, I think once it has rendered for you in one of the buildings and you go back to that building, they will be looking right. But at the very beginning, you run up a set of stairs. There is really no stairs. It looks like it's just it's just like one big wood plank that you're running up on. And while you run up on it, sometimes the stairs render, sometimes they don't. Sometimes they render later than that. And I think that's what they meant by, yeah, you should play this game on Xbox One, not Xbox 360, because of those graphical issues and rendering issues. But I have to say, it's so weird that I've never experienced this issue in Battlefield 3, and I don't think that this game looks any better than Battlefield 3. And Battlefield 3 was just as big and ran fine for me. I never had any freezing issues. I didn't have any rendering issues. So I still don't really understand that issue. And it's funny, today I went to the forum and I saw some guy post. His post basically said Battlefield 4 instead of Battlefield 4. And he was very detailed in listing all the issues, and he was so to the point. And I was about to answer on that forum, and it took me a little while to write my post. And then when I wanted to submit the post, it was idling, and I was like, that's weird because I have really good connection. I don't know why. So I copy and pasted my post. I didn't have to rewrite it in case that was just like some website glitch. And when I refreshed the page, EA or DICE had removed this guy's post, even though the post was very professionally written and really true. I mean, he wasn't writing anything that was totally not true, or he was writing something that was immature. So I don't understand why they removed it. The only reason I could would think that they maybe removed it because it was very negative. It was really criticizing the game, but it was criticizing the game in a fair way. He was really mentioning issues that we gamers have already noticed, and he was just basically putting it down nice in bullet points. And it would have been a great people were even responding, the people that were able to respond before they blocked before they closed that post. or that thread, people were commenting, and it basically just said, yeah, I experienced the same thing. I agree with you on all the points. That's exactly right. I kind of regret that I didn't copy and paste that his post, because it was very, very, very good. And it really mentioned all those issues and some of the issues that I just were going on my nerves in Battlefield 3. One of the main things that gamers find annoying is that when in between matches, when you are sitting there on the loading screen where it starts loading the next match, or it just puts down the score, and then, you know, it tells you there's going to be the next match, and it takes like 40 seconds for the next match. You have all this time to actually change your loadout, but it doesn't let you. You cannot change your loadout in between matches. The only way you can change your loadout is by literally leaving the match completely, getting out, going to my soldier, and then customizing your weapons. Or you have to go at the beginning of the match, instead of being able to play, you have to first go customize your weapon. So you're not any help for your team, because you're sitting there customizing your weapon instead of running to a flag, getting the flag, or shooting someone who's taking out your team. You're just basically sitting there customizing your weapon. Sometimes, you know, when you have to think about how to best customize your weapon, it takes a little while to do that. So a lot of times when I customize my weapon at the beginning of the match, I already missed like the first 2 flags, and that's really too bad, because you should not have to do this in the match. And another way to customize it, obviously, is also, you know, when you die, and then you go and you customize your weapon, but also, again, you're missing valuable match time. And I don't know what they were thinking, but I was really, really, really sure that that was now not an issue anymore in Battlefield 4, and I was extremely surprised to find the same problem again. It's like gamers mention it so many times that that's something that they would want to have. That's been in Call of Duty in forever, and as much as I don't like Call of Duty anymore, I have to say that's something I always liked about Call of Duty, that you can change your loadout in between matches. That was just one of the points the guy mentioned. He mentioned other things, that, you know, there's way too many battle packs, and there's a lot of things in the game that are not very important to us gamers. There are fun little nifty things that are fun, you know, like those guns that you find in the middle of the matches and so on. That's fun, that's cool. But if they put that in and sacrificed quality or something else, and because of that we don't have good graphics now, or because of that certain other things don't work, or they couldn't put in things that we really needed, then we don't want that. We don't want to have you know, we don't want to have those guns that you randomly find. We don't need the battle packs. We don't need we don't necessarily even need camo on our guns or the emblems. We don't need that. That's just them copying Call of Duty, because I know Call of Duty gamers like to customize their stuff and put like emblems on everything. And while that's fun, and I think that's fun, I even enjoy that too, I don't have to have that. If I had the choice between changing my loadout in between matches or having an emblem, I'm going for the first. I want to change my loadout. That's important to me. I don't want to have to miss out on important match seconds because I forgot to put my red dot sight on, or I accidentally removed my red dot sight, or whatever, or equipped claymores instead of an RPG or whatever. I just feel that's just too bad, you know, that somebody finally pointed out those points, and he would have helped DICE to kind of maybe look at that and think about it. But maybe they just don't care, and I don't even know if it's actually DICE that makes this decision. It may not even be DICE, because those are the developers, and the developers a lot of times don't have anything to say. They just kind of do the work. And it's probably EA that just says, no, that's how we want it, because that's good marketing and that's what makes money, and that doesn't make money. And at the end, it's all about money. It's not about really what the gamer wants. So I can imagine that DICE has a love for the game and is interested in what the gamer wants. But if the marketing team behind it is that's not how they want it, then the developers can say what they want. They're not being listened to. So I don't know who has to say here. and why a lot of times gamers are not being listened to. You know, there's sometimes where gamers are being listened to, but it seems that on some points they just don't agree and they just don't do anything about it. That's too bad. But this match is coming to an end now. And you can see this was really a tough fight, but it was a very challenging fight and a fun fight. And, you know, you can't always win. It was still a lot of fun. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope to see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.